with Steadfast Mechanical. I'm here with Neil with Dog Training Elite, and I'm super excited to talk to you guys about what we're doing here, man. So I'm an HVAC company. They're dog trainers. What are these guys doing together? Well, I'm a veteran, man. I served, this country, and there's this. We want to do something for the veteran community, and I don't think of a better way than to give a struggling veteran a freaking awesome service dog, and that's why we're going to be working with these guys to do that. So I'm super stoked and super excited. Me being a veteran, I have a dog for depression issues, and he helps me a lot. So this is something that is really near and dear to my heart, and just something to give back, Steadfast to give back to the veteran community. We're super excited to be working with you, man. So
thank you. No, I'm looking forward too. I got to first thank you for installing. These guys installed my new AC unit. As summers in Arizona are not great, and it was on its last leg. These guys came in and hooked me up, and,
awesome,
and took real good care of me. So I'm looking forward to working with you and helping you find a veteran and a service dog for that veteran that can really help them. This here's Chewy. Chewy, sit. He's my service dog, and like you said, they're such a great help. He's my best friend, man.
Yeah.
And he's always got my back. I've heard the joke before where, lock your girlfriend and your dog in the trunk of your car and then let them out and see which one's happy to see you.
Yeah, dude, that is.
The dogs are the best.
They are, man.
They are the best, and so
yeah.
I'm really excited to be working with you guys and helping somebody out with that. I think it can be such a blessing in our lives to have that dog that we know is always there for us, supporting us,
absolutely,
taking care of us. And I found for me too, it just helps me get out more and be more social, because I've got to take my dog out for a walk and all that kind of stuff, and that responsibility of feeding him, it just kind of gets me going in the morning. He didn't let me sleep in, man.
No.
He's like, no, you got to get out of bed, bro. We got
stuff to do. I got food to eat. I got stuff to do. So this is a really topic that's just really near and dear to me, and just my struggles I want to go into a little bit. I served from 01 to 06. I won 2 tours in Iraq, and then after that we were supposed to be on our leisure cruise, and we ended up getting a tsunami that killed pretty much everybody in Banda Aceh, Indonesia, and we were picking dead bodies out of the water for 2 weeks, and those were the memories that stick with me, and the reasons why I have struggled with alcoholism. I've struggled with a lot of things, depression, things like that. But when I got my dog, it's just everything kind of changed. I'm now 4 months sober. I've had Morty for 9 months. He's literally my best friend, and my whole life has changed because of it. And I just really want, not only we're getting this out there to help the veterans, but I want to educate. I want people to know that mental health is a thing. And just because you're a guy or a gal that served your country, you think you're tougher than nails, man. The battle never ends. The battle up here never ends. So, I'm really excited to just get that out there, and that's my personal story.
These service dogs have helped so many people, and I think that's important, and people understanding that they're well trained, that they are legally allowed into places like restaurants and hospitals and all that kind of thing, and you're not supposed to walk up and pet a service dog without permission.
Because they're working.
So they're working, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times they're doing things that we don't even recognize. The dog's just standing next to. Right,
and the observer would be like, the dog's just sitting there, but meanwhile he's probably doing 3 or 4 things for his for his owner.
Yeah, you just never know if I've got someone that has some kind of illness or mental health issue that we can't see with our eyes.
Right.
It doesn't mean that dog's not helping mitigate something in that very moment. And so for you to walk up or call the dog, come here puppy, or something like that, or walk up and pet the dog, we're just kind of getting that out there, that people understand that I'm not being mean. That it's not that I don't, my dog doesn't like you to give it a scratch behind the ears.
But he's
working
right now.
And so, and on that same token, I have a lot of veterans that don't do well in social situations, and that's part of why they have this area, is they don't want you to approach. It's part of the reason they have that service.
Right, that's
dog,
my, yeah, that's
They
like
wanna be
his
left
barrier.
alone. Yeah, they want to be left alone, and yeah, like you said, that's their barrier. And so, you know, I think this is a great way for us to kind of get that information out there, get the word out that this is what it is, this is how it works, and you know, at the same time doing some good and helping.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, and I think in a world where, like right now, we could use a lot more of this type of stuff, man. Like, it really is, and the stigma of just men and mental health, and like how, you know, you got to put on a strong face all the time and act like you're this big tough guy, but like this stuff is okay to talk about, and I really want to get the stigma gone, and whatever I can do to help is. You know, it's like I'm still fighting this every day, but like now that I'm like fighting it, it's like giving me the urge to want to give back. So it's like it's awesome.
Amen to that, man. You know, and if a dog helps us start that conversation, I'm all for it.
Heck yeah. All right, Neil. So what are we looking for as far as the type of dog temperament? Like, I'm new to this stuff, so why don't you just give me like kind of a crash course of like the type of person we're looking for and the type of dog that goes with that person.
Sure. So, you know, on the side of the dog, it's really about, like you said, temperament. I need a positive attitude. I always kind of give people the example of, you know, there are people that want to be policemen and firemen, and there are people that don't. You know, there are guys that want to run into that burning building and help people, and there's people that are like, I'm going to wait right out here
right.
while you go do that. And so I need that dog that wants that job, right? Some dogs do, and other dogs are just like, hey, can I just, you know, curl up here by the fire and take a nap? And so we want that a high energy dog, confident. A confident dog is relaxed. They're not worried about noises and things. Ultimately, there's two components to service dogs and service dog training. And so on the physical side of the dog, I need a dog that can do whatever the handler needs it to do, whether that's retrieve items or... You all right? You gonna curl up on that? All right.
He's like, I don't know.
Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Good boy. Give him a little timeout. So we need a dog that can accomplish what's called task training, the task that the handler needs, whatever that is. I've got dogs that need to be able to retrieve medication, open doors, things like that. And so dogs got to be able to do that. And the other side is their obedience. I need a dog that is highly obedient in unfamiliar surroundings with unpredictable distractions, whatever that, you know, could be. It could be a workplace, it could be a restaurant, whatever that is.
Bringing the dog into multiple scenarios, so he's got to be able to react.
Right, and so, you know, I demonstrated earlier with the obedience with my dog, and so we need that level of obedience, you know. On or off leash, that dog is there, on point, always does what it's supposed to do, it needs to do, regardless of what's going on around it. And then the task training, you know, most common for tasks for just veterans and things like that is we do pressure therapy where the dog lays or leans on you. We can do something I call circle, where the dog circles you to just kind of give space in a crowded area. One of my favorites is something we teach, we call Watch My Six, where the dog sits and faces your back, faces behind you and just watches your back. So
yeah, I bet that'd help. There's a lot of guys I can think of off the top of my head that would help out quite a bit.
100%. It was actually a veteran, a vet client of mine that gave us that idea, and he was telling me kind of what was going on and what he needed help with. And he said, the worst place is grocery stores. I go into the grocery store, it's all aisles, and I got people coming from both sides, and he doesn't want anybody behind him.
A lot of anxiety. Yeah.
He said the worst is the checkout lane because I'm trapped, right? I have a conveyor belt on one side and candy bars on the other. And he said, Neil, I understand that the people behind me are there to buy their groceries same as I am. I understand that. I just cannot stand that they're there.
Yeah.
And so we taught his dog Watch My Six. So his dog sits behind him and watches his back.
It makes him feel.
And he can go to the grocery store.
He can go to the grocery store and get his groceries. Yeah.
100%. And so it's things like that we're going to want to talk with this vet about and really just say, hey, how can we help you? How can this dog help you?
And that's kind of what we're going to be leading towards as far as we're looking for a veteran that has PTSD issues. Telling me earlier. Okay, so we're looking for a veteran that lives in Maricopa County And Neil, what kind of requirements would you say that he's going to need to do after, he or she will need to do after we give the dog over to them?
Once we start training, the program they're going to need to be a part of and be able to participate in, it's going to occur about once a week for 3 months. And so we're looking at about 12 weeks of training. We're working together. I'm training the dog, teaching that veteran. Now there is homework assigned. They're going to need to practice with them.
There you go.
I need about 15-20 minutes a day that they're going to work with them, and we give them a very structured regimen. They have a worksheet handout that walks them through the training, so everything's for them. But yeah, it's about a 3-month process. They're going to need to be able to go out in public with us, go to grocery stores and department stores, Home Depot, stuff like that, and really be able to work and train that dog in public. It's those little simple things too that I love having that dog for.
Awesome. So. Yeah. Same with me, man. I know when I get home today, Morty's gonna jump all over me. It's gonna be the best part of my day.
It is the best part of your day. It's the best part of your day, and that's something that I really enjoy with what I'm able to do and training dogs as a profession. He goes everywhere with me.
Awesome.
He's at work with me all day. I get to go out with him, hang out with him all the time, and since he is a service dog, I even can go out to dinner or go to a sports event, anything, and he comes along with me. Churches, restaurants, hospitals, airports, airplanes. He's always with me, and so, yeah, buddy, good boy.
Yeah, it was awesome watching him work earlier when we were doing that little segment before our little talk here. He's a very good dog, man. Like these guys know what they're doing over here, and we're really stoked to be working with them. So. Yeah, so the website, www.steadfastmech.com/pause first. We're gonna cut this off on May 24th is the last day for you to get your submissions in, and we are going to announce the winner on Memorial Day. Couldn't pick a better day to do it. I'm really excited to announce this, and we're looking for a veteran. So guys, let's get the word out there. Let's get into those veteran communities. We're gonna figure out the perfect guy or gal for this dog that we're gonna train for you guys. And like I said, our way to give back to the veteran community, that means near and dear to me. So I'm really excited.
Thank you, Brandon.
Awesome, man. Thank you, man. We're looking forward to working with you.
Thanks, everybody.